Hey everyone, this is Ryan Sumo, co-founder of Squeaky Wheel, an indie PC game studio based in the Philippines. I'm back this month for devlog number 2 of our new game, Academia School Simulator. And today I have a special guest with me, Tristan Angelens.
Thanks, Ryan. Hi, everyone.
Hey, okay, that's fine. So Tristan, can you talk a little bit about yourself and tell everyone what you do in Squeaky Wheel?
I'm the co-founder and lead designer of Squeaky Wheel, and I'm currently designing Academia, our latest project.
So when you say designer, what does that mean exactly?
Well, as a designer of the game, I create the mechanics of the game, I set the rules, I do a lot of research regarding how schools work, how students learn, and I figure out ways to turn that into interesting mechanics for the player to enjoy.
So if the game is fun, that's because of you, and if the game isn't fun, that's also because of you. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
All right.
That's a very large burden for me. It's already stressing me out.
Well, you know, that's your problem. All right, people who've watched the last few devlogs actually will probably notice that this is a lot more casual. So we're trying to see if this kind of devlog actually works better. So let us know what you think. And now we're gonna move into what we've been working on during the past month. So for viewers who are just watching us for the first time, we're gonna do a little recap. Academia School Simulator is, well, as the title suggests, it's a school simulator in the likes of like Prison Architect or RimWorld, but in this case you're running a school, and your focus here is on your students and trying to make sure that they have everything that they need in order to fulfill their fullest potential. And so Tristan's here to talk about some of the mechanics that we added this month.
Okay, so two of the mechanics that we've added this month is the cooking system and the hygiene system. So in a previous devlog, I think I've already seen what our students look like. So students have needs, and as you can see here, one of the students' need is food. Students need to eat in order for them to perform their best in class.
You can't study if you're hungry.
Well, yeah. I've tried doing that, but yeah, if you get
You've tried studying.
yeah. When I was elementary, I think I remember my allowance is 10 pesos, so I really had to save it, and sometimes I'd spend it on toys instead of food, so I really go hungry. So okay, enough of me.
You weren't a very smart kid.
Enough about me. So students need to eat in order for them to perform, and in previous devlogs you've already seen the students eating in the cafeteria.
So you can see their thought bubbles. They're all hungry. Is there any food? Let's look at our cooks.
Okay, so
where are our cooks?
What we've added in the game this month is the kitchen, and in the kitchen.
That's not the kitchen.
Oh, sorry. What the fuck? Where are our cooks? Oh, there, as you can see here.
Wait, did he just appear out of nowhere?
Not sure.
Okay.
So we have two cooks here, and in the kitchen is where the cooks cook the students' food. There. So what the cooks do in the kitchen is that they get ingredients delivered every day, or delivered once in a while whenever the kitchen runs out of supplies. So they get supplies from the refrigerator, takes them to the stoves and cooks them, and then serves them.
I mean, that was good, but oh, wait, they're here. Look.
So you can see.
It's finally working.
Yeah. So you can see here the cook taking the ingredients from the drop-off point and taking them to the refrigerators to stock them. So as you can see here, it's really a bad idea to put your kitchen very far from from where the trucks drop off the food supply.
Are you criticizing my school?
Yeah, I'm actually criticizing your school. This is a very bad positioning the kitchen. So yeah, so as you can see here, the cook is cooking.
It's a bad animation. We obviously need to fix the animation systems.
Okay.
But yeah, he's supposed to be stirring that pot.
So it looks like he's stirring something else.
Okay. I don't wanna.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to eat that food. Looks. So our students are very hungry now. You can see that they're almost depleted their food need. Now that now
that the food's there,
they start ordering food from the counter and eating it in the table. So while they're eating, as you can see here, their food need is slowly and gradually replenishing. So yeah, so the next system that I'd like to talk about, as you can see here, Ryan's school is pretty dirty.
Wait, where's that kid going?
Where's that kid going? Where did he
take his food?
Where did he take his food?
Anyway.
Did he just take it? I think he took it to the CR. I don't know. Anyway, as you can see here, Ryan's school is pretty dirty. And this is one of the systems we've implemented in the game this month. The dirt system. So, basically, the dirt system is part of a bigger system that we plan to implement later on in the game, which is the hygiene system. This means that if students stay in dirty parts of the school for a long period of time, they risk getting sick. So yeah. So how do you get rid of dirt? You get rid of dirt by... Let me try to find the janitors. We have a janitor in the game.
No, we don't. I mean, you have to hire the janitor.
Okay, sorry. Ryan forgot to hire the janitor, so I'm hiring it now. So this is what the janitor looks like. Let's hire those very dirty students. So yeah, as you can see here, the janitors are cleaning all the students' dirt.
So what's next?
So yeah, so aside from we have a lot of plans that are connected to school hygiene. And why is this very important in the game is that at the end of the year, your school will be evaluated based on cleanliness amongst other things. So yeah, if your school is very, very dirty, then you'll get a very bad rating, and too bad for your school. Okay, so
we are planning to develop the hygiene system some more. We weren't actually able to finish it this month. We were actually supposed to go all the way and have like a garbage disposal system. Unfortunately, we ran out of time. And as time goes on, hopefully we'll get used to like working on these systems, and everything will hopefully be finished with these things sooner. But next month we definitely will have some sort of garbage disposal system implemented. So aside from the new systems that Tristan talked about, we've also made a few like visual tweaks to the game. So for example, if you look at the ground, here you'll notice there's a bit of like depth to the ground. Just makes things a little bit nicer to look at. You'll notice that our students also will have like thought bubbles now. So the thought bubbles like represent, what do they represent?
The thought bubbles represent what the students are thinking or what classes they are currently taking. So yeah, it's visual feedback for the game. Later on, they'll probably tell you like if a student is angry, what the student's feeling, those sort of things.
So like earlier, if you guys noticed, the students were hungry, and so like they had thought bubbles showing food. So yeah, so that's what those are for. And yeah, lastly, we've finally like added like a naming system. So like our naming system is like we have first names and last names for the students, and they're like randomly generated. And if we check the names, you might notice, if you're an NBA fan, you might notice some familiar names. So we have a LeBron Bird. Let's click on someone else. A Wilt Anthony. That's Carmelo Anthony. And Kareem James. So our programmer Don, who we haven't had on before yet, but we might have him on. He's a big NBA fan, and so I guess he was feeling lazier. That was the first thing that entered his mind. So he just input a bunch of NBA players' names, and that's why all of those things. That's why all of those names kind of sound that way.
Yeah. Also, I think we had a contest last month, so the winners of the contest names will probably be shown here in the game.
Yeah, we probably should have done that already, but for sure by next month their names will be added to the game. Okay, so that's it for this month. Tristan, what do we have? What are we working on for next month?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, students who stay in dirty areas for too long can succumb to sickness. So next month you'll probably be seeing students getting sick from diarrhea, food poisoning, migraine, flu. And in order to treat this sickness, you need to build clinics. So for this month, I've already designed the clinic system ready to be implemented for next month. And actually, before being invited to this video, I was already designing the system for more detailed teachers. So right now, teachers are very simplistic, but later on they'll have their own needs, they'll have their own problems, and those sort of things.
Alright, so we're not promising that we're gonna be able to do all of that by next month, but that's a general roadmap of where we would like to go. We also want some feedback from you guys, so tell us what you think would be interesting or cool to do in a school simulator game. So feel free to leave a comment. And yeah, so that's it for this month. Thank you guys so much. Tristan, do you have any last words? Well, not last words. Do you have I don't know. Do you want to say something?
So yeah, we're planning a lot of great stuff, a lot of great game mechanics for you to play. So yeah, follow us.
All right, thanks again, and we'll see you next month.